Well, my name is Leslie Topa. I came from Liberia. It's a small country in West Africa. And I have been here for the past 23 years. And in the process of studying, the Civil War broke out in Liberia in 1989.
I am Esther Kamara. Originally, I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa. And I came to this country in 2001 with my husband to study. My husband came here to study on scholarship, right? And back home, he was a lecturer in the university, and I was teaching back home. At least we are middle class people before I ever moved to the UK.
And since then I've been here. So right after my study, the war was still going on, and the government of the United Kingdom gave me a stay. And since then I have been here, been working.
And for me not to go back, because me and my husband finished divorce, right? So he has gone back, but I have to stay to develop myself,
right,
and take care of my family. Because my country had a war for 10 good years, which really destroyed the economy. Had all went during the war on the house where we are living.
Because if I had gone home, I would have developed, I would have gotten a job, I would have, my curriculum video would have been better. Professionally, yeah, it stagnated me. Sitting here with you, I'm a well professional trained teacher because I trained elementary school, I got first degree in teaching, and I taught for 11 years. So if you look at it, but right now I'm not allowed to teach because there's a policy of this country that nobody else is supposed to teach. So to answer your question, no, it's not a greener pasture. It more or less it's a drawback for me. It's a disadvantage for me. Yeah.
For me personally, I would say it's a greener pasture, because now I am working here. At least I can provide for my family. So if I go back, I will struggle to get a job.
No.
No? Why?
No.
Why?
Friends, my friend, childhood friend, they are there, they're working there. But the experience they are sharing is not fantastic.
Not very encouraging.
No, even with the legal paper, I wouldn't want to live there. I prefer living in Nigeria.
Why?
Yeah, because as a businessman, this is where I'm working and this is where God is blessing me. Going to UK with their rules and this and that. Come on, for me to get into that system would be difficult.
Well, if I have a very good job, why not? Change of environment, the money is good, there's better accommodation, why not? No, I wouldn't if I couldn't get a better offer than what I'm getting here. Why would I leave my home and go do menial jobs? Okay, at least if you're a professional like I am, I wouldn't leave my job, working for a federal radio for instance, go do menial job, wouldn't do that. Nigeria could be better, and it will be better, and it's you and I. If I leave, if she leaves, if he leaves, who will remain behind? Who will make Nigeria great?
I can live anywhere in the world.
thing without legal papers. There is no reason for you to struggle for nothing. You know the right thing and should do it in the right way.
Would I live in UK? Well, I could live in UK only if I will always come back to my country.
You don't have a legal paper, would you still like to come?
I could always find my way.
Okay. There any opportunity you will?
Yeah. Even after getting there.
Okay.
The job. I believe people are actually going there, especially guys. When they get there, I believe they still find one thing or the other to do.
Living in the UK, I've never thought about it. But really, here in Africa, here in Nigeria, the people don't live with reality a lot. Because there are a lot of people you can call on for help. There are people who are committed to you, who want to see you not hungry. But living in a place like the UK, it's like you're on your own. At this my age and time in life and experience in life, I don't think I would like to go and live in the UK.
Yes, because of the Nigerian situation relating to our technological level, because I'm a science student, I study physics. I'll prefer staying there because normally Nigeria doesn't have the standards, but the other things I can do here that will be okay for it, but soon be up to the level needed for my course professionally. Something that can grant me something I really want to have. Something that can take me to the level of Nobel Prize and things like that. But living here will not. It's soon generally to be harder from this side, so I'll prefer years living abroad. In UK, for instance.
Okay, that sounds good. Jobs are really hard now. Would you do something less than what you are qualified for? Go over there?
No, I'll prefer doing something I love doing.
Which is?
Doing my internet related technology and software, things like that.
So you won't want to settle for anything less?
No.
My name is Wahid Jinodu. I'm from Africa, just like you said. I'm from Nigeria, the western part of Africa. I've been here since 2007, precisely April 2007. That was about 5 years now. When I was back in Nigeria, Africa, I was a journalist. I graduated in mass communication, and I've been practicing journalism for several years. And the aspect of journalism I specialized in was sports journalism, and that has taken me to several parts of the world. In fact, I can, at the risk of being modest, I can confidently say that I have, as a sports journalist, covered everything that needs to be covered in the world of sports. I've been to the Olympics, I've been to the World Cup, I've been to the Commonwealth Games, I've been to the African Games, I've been to the Nations Cup. I don't think there's anything left in sports. There's hardly an area in sports that I've not really been privileged to cover or to report on. So, I mean, just to use the common expression, I think I've seen it all and I've done it all.
Wow. Have you been able to practice journalism since you came to United Kingdom?
Well, no. My name's Bolanle Akande. I'm originally from Nigeria, married with 3 children. I came to the United Kingdom with my family in March precisely, 2005, having graduated in 1986. First of all, I trained in an audit firm in Nigeria, and thereafter I joined a petroleum marketing company, which happens to be the second largest oil marketing company in Nigeria today, where I worked as an accountant and as an auditor, and I worked in various areas of the finance department before I migrated to United Kingdom.
I was an assistant manager at one of the banks in Nigeria.
Get a job in my field as a microbiologist, but the story has not been that palatable.
was a weekly publication. And what they offered me was what is called in the profession a lineage agreement. That lineage agreement means that you will be paid according to what you write. And because it's a weekly publication, the most I can do is to be able to write 2-3 stories a week. So they are not ready to employ me. They are not ready to, and if you are not employed, you cannot be given a specific assignment. And because I'm also under a program that is time-bound, you have to be economically active, and after some time, you need to show that you are not only economically active, you can also pay your bills. So I think common sense dictates that if what I need is not available, maybe I should try and get what is available.
Back in Nigeria, I never stayed out of job for one day in my life. So you can imagine somebody who has been working for close to 20 years in his country to now come to this place only to be out of job for months. That period was one of the most agonizing periods in my life because a lot was at stake. I had already signed an undertaking to make United Kingdom my main home. My children, they've settled down in school because around the third or fourth day that we came here, they got registered in school and they started. And as for my wife, it wasn't long that she got something as well to be doing. So after the children had gone to school and my wife had gone to work, I'll be left all alone at home, waiting for time that I would go and pick the children from school. And at times when I went out to look for a job and I met with the disappointment again, I'd just be roaming about the streets. At times I felt like I was kind of, not enjoying myself to be precise. And despite the desperation to do anything at all, I couldn't get anything to do.
So that has been the experience. It could be very, very frustrating. And if you don't have a very strong shock absorber, it could lead to a lot of depression.
And but it was really, really a very turbulent period. Very turbulent, especially anytime I was alone. I'll be thinking, why did I come here? What am I doing here? I should have done better back home, so things like that. But there were periods that I can never forget in my life.
But at that time I had resigned my job in Nigeria. I couldn't go back. I mean, because of my position in Nigeria, I think I rose to become the editor of a sports magazine. And an elaborate reception was held for me like a sent forth. So I couldn't really change my mind about coming.
And the thought of going back to Nigeria came to my head. But every time I had that thought, I'll be asking myself, okay, going back to Nigeria to go and do what? Yes, I agreed. I built a house in Nigeria, but house is not enough, it's not everything. I mean, if I go there, what work am I going to be doing? Will I be applying for job again, or will I be going to business or something? So I just felt that was not an alternative.
The issue of UK experience is a big hurdle that people coming from Africa or any other part of the world needs to cross, and you cannot cross it if you don't have a job. And you can't get a job if you don't have a UK experience. So it's like a vicious circle. So I think what needs to be done is just to consider those who are coming from outside of this environment. When there is any, when they're considering applicants for a job, and know that if you don't give us a job, you can't have that UK experience you asking for. And because we claim also to be highly skilled, we should be given that opportunity to prove ourselves. And if you don't meet the standard, that is understandable. The fact that you don't have UK experience does not mean you're an idiot or you're an entity, or you don't have any ideas up your sleeve.
It's only when they want to be sincere with you that they tell you the reason why you don't go beyond the first stage of the interview. And what is the reason? It is not lack of qualification. It is not that you have not done well in the interview, but it is usually the case of you coming afresh to this country, and that, well, you might have got 20 years experience where you are coming from, but you haven't got United Kingdom experience. And start wondering, start asking yourself, if somebody does not give you the chance to start, how are you going to have the experience in United Kingdom?
A proper office job, a proper banking job, one has had to lower the expectations because there are many financial responsibilities to meet, and the reality has overtaken expectation this time around, and one has had to settle for menial jobs.
Having looked for a job for 8 months, have to settle for a carer, supporting people with mental health needs.
To do security, from security one graduates to being a clerk, from being a clerk you just manage to eventually get an office administrator job that actually school sets people with school certificates, GCSEs should be doing that. I must tell you, it's been very disappointing.
Professionally, is nothing to write home about, to be honest with you. And for somebody who had experienced what I've experienced in the field of journalism, I think, yeah, it's a bit disappointing.
I would say it's mixed. You know, I've got mixed feelings in terms of whether the expectations were met or not, and you know, trying to compare this country with what obtains back home in Africa. I mean, it's a question of you lose one, you gain one. You know, just like I said before, what was a major challenge in Africa may not really be a serious issue here. That's in the area of security and in the area of provision of social infrastructures, which are lacking in Africa and which you get here anyway compared to, yeah, I mean, it's not as if the security system here is 100% rock solid, but at the same time it's a lot better, still a lot better than Africa. But in terms of financial expectations, well, that is the area that I would really say that, you know, if I can speak of myself and I speak of other Africans, our financial expectations are never met.
I came from Nigerian state. I've been in this country since 2004. I was brought in by my uncle to study, but unfortunately I didn't get to study. I had to take care of his kids, and he didn't let me go. He said I had to take care of his kids, and that's the reason he brought me here. I had to make sure they're okay, get dressed for school, make sure they bath, brush their teeth every morning, and just like stay home and do the house. When I was 9 years old, so I ran away from the house, then moved to Manchester with the help of a young lady. Then I came here, lived in so many places, and went to church, and the pastor helped me, the church members, everyone they were willing to help because it was a church, and they didn't want me to live outside the street. Me to the home office to get my asylum seeker application to the government. Now more
comfortable. I got my own church. As you can see earlier on, I was drumming, and I'm happy. I go to college. I'm in year 1 in college. I'm studying physiology in sport, and it's a 2-year course in college. Then I'm looking forward to go to university after that to further my education. So overall, it's been down, but now I think it's my hot time.